To episode 23 of the Mainly Wrestling Show. Is that right, John?
23.
You're so ghetto, darling. It's tremendous. We're here with, once again, I'm Jack Milner. She's Lissy Almeida, and he's John Jacobs. He's half cut. But we're here to look at the Queen Lissy Almeida, full title. Shit. I acknowledge the three queens behind you and the wonderful drinks cabinet now. We get to see the full complement. See, when I see that photo or the photos, I just want to hear icky, sticky, 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 bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble. It's Miss Rachel. But
I know, but why do you want to hear Miss Rachel that bad?
It's in my
Don't
head
you get
all
enough
day.
of it during the day?
Yeah, it's in my head. All the songs are ingrained in my. I was singing it at cricket the other week. So, are you all right,
Can I just say,
Yes.
I don't know if you guys have ever watched a lot of Coco Melon, but on
No, not yet.
Coco Melon, one of the songs is John Jacobs Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name and
No, fuck off.
Every time.
Yeah. His
John
name
Jacobs.
is my name too.
You know the John Jacobs Jingleheimer Schmidt song, right?
Is he Jewish?
What?
Schmidt?
Heimerschmidt. What's that?
John Jacobs Jingleheimer Schmidt. La 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 la. It followed me around high school forever. Basically, have you never seen the Recess movie?
No, I used to love Recess as a kid.
Have you seen the Recess movie?
Recess was one of my favorite cartoons as a kid.
You know the Disney Channel show
the
Recess,
heart because I loved TJ as a kid.
We had a program on Saturday mornings called One Saturday Morning, and Recess was the highlight of it.
Okay, cool.
Recess was amazing. It was on ITV at 7:30.
Right, Recess movie. I think it's called Recess Schools Out. Anyway, so in Recess movie, Mikey goes into the treehouse and starts singing this song. And I swear to God, so this is like a scout song in America. I'd never heard it in my life.
Yes.
And he starts going, John Jacobs. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? He's literally singing my full name. Yep. What is happening? And then I found out that it was like a scout song in America, but it literally has my whole name in it. And
do you have no middle name?
It's a
we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about it.
Yeah.
No, it's like a folk song. Like we all sing it here. Like you learn it like in nursery school or whatever. Like it's one of those songs that you just learn.
When that movie first aired on Disney Channel in the UK, from then on, everyone used to just like walk around school and just like people that, you know, whoever in the old year or whatever would just like be like, John Jacobs, Jingle.
Annoying.
And it was just like, it was like, but now it's quite funny because if I meet someone and I tell them my name, like probably 50% of the time they go, John Jacobs Jingleheimer Schmidt, la 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 la.
Really? It never.
That wind is ridiculous.
Very good.
You never made that link?
No, never.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Jack doesn't even know the.
But I'm an idiot, so.
It's windy out here, man. Honestly, things are flying off balconies. It's insane.
It's so funny. Like me and Jack live basically a mile apart. But I live on the. Listen, I'm the English graduate in here. Shut up. Jack and I live basically a mile apart. But Nicole was saying this, when you get the bus, she got the bus from work to South District.
I see her wait for the bus all the time. I said, what are you doing, Nicole? Wait for a bus.
And then you get onto the road that goes to South. She was like, it was super windy and rainy, and then I get to South and it's a beautiful sunny day. I'm sitting here.
She's home with her family, John.
No, I can't. It's literally, there's like a climate change from south to north in Jib, and it's literally a 3 mile stretch of land. It's crazy.
So can we just back up for a second? Because I think that people in America just don't understand the Jib-isms that are happening here. So John lives almost in Morocco.
Yeah.
And
didn't you tell us like John is what?
Of Gibraltar.
And you call people in America, you call people who are John, they get called Jack.
A nickname for John is Jack. Of course, you can be called Jack, like that could be your full name, but more than likely, if your name is Jack, if they call you Jack, it's because your actual name is John.
Yeah, no one's really called Jack. Stupid name.
Except Jack. Like people ask me all the time, they're like, oh, your friend Jack, who you do your podcast with, like, is it confusing because there's two Johns on the show? And I'm like, no, his name is Jack. Like,
who asks this?
My friends.
This podcast isn't over. People don't
No,
ask
my
questions.
friends do.
Oh,
No, my
really?
friends. Yeah.
Yeah. So you do a podcast with someone, one whose name is like, Jack Off, and the other one whose name is John, which is basically another name for a toilet in the UK. So
yeah, in Ireland, the Jacks. If you're going to the toilets, are you going to the Jacks? Go to the toilets.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Not going to the John.
But
no,
also another
in Ireland, the Jacks is a toilet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
is
no.
it?
In the UK,
Yeah.
a John
In the UK, you go
is
to the
toilet.
John. Right, yeah.
Yeah, we say that the John is the toilet.
But in Ireland, you say you're off to the Jacks, off the toilets.
Interesting.
Every day at
Wow.
school day.
We're just learning so much here. Follow us for more tips and tricks on Jib Life.
Yeah. That.
I think we've actually got a wrestling match to watch, and I say a wrestling match, right? It's Stone Cold versus Vince McMahon in a steel cage match.
This is wrestling entertainment.
How did Stone Cold win the right to have this match? I don't understand. I can't remember.
It doesn't matter how he won.
That was the match before Rock versus Mankind. What a brutal match that was. But we're not watching any of that.
That was the one.
If you want to load up St. Valentine's Day Massacre and watch the whole thing through, I'm not going to tell you not to, but we're going to watch
Feel free.
So me and my cousin, right? We would at the time I was like what 11, 12, and he was like 8, 9.
What cousins do you have?
Oh, shitloads. I just don't really speak to many of them.
Okay.
Because
John, how many cousins do you have?
I've got about 40, I think.
Do you?
30.
Okay.
My dad was one of 7. My mum was one of 8.
Yeah.
But do you know when you find a cousin that really likes wrestling, like, oh, I'm gonna hang out with you.
Like this.
You're my guy. And so we would try to collect alternate videos. We had the full package. So I got WrestleMania 15 and St. Valentine's Day Massacre. I got Royal Rumble and Backlash. That's the first 4 of 99, and then we went through Fully Loaded, SummerSlam, whatever. We're trying to work together.
Genius.
Again, when you had to actually buy the VHSs and sit and watch them and fucking rewind them to the start and go again, it's
strategic planning 101.
So I had a group of friends who all were in. There was like 5 of us who were into wrestling, and we would all kind of. They were richer than me. I was a poor kid. out of the group.
Look at you now.
Mostly
styling and profiling.
Look at you now, ordering
fucking lobster
on a weeknight.
on a Thursday night.
They would mostly persuade their parents into letting them, buy a pay-per-view. So it was always one of them who would, have got it, and they'd record it onto VHS overnight off Sky Box Office, and then we would all go around on the Monday and watch. So yeah, I remember watching this. Round some friends' house.
And it was so cheap, right? It's only $14.99 for us. Brilliant. On Sky Box Office, yeah.
That is expensive as hell. Like when you think about it, because pay-per-view, it really didn't get cheaper. Like if a pay-per-view was like $40 or $50,
$49.99, right? Unreal. Yeah.
I think by the time I got a little older, I think it was about $60. But like that's $50 pay-per-view when your rent is $400 or $500, that's a lot of money.
In the UK it costs us basically £15. 15, not 50.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. But it was like $50 for us.
Yeah.
Right,
we were watching it the same way. So one of my dad's friends from work, and a really nice man, God bless him, called Tony Rapucci.
You've mentioned Tony a few times. Shout out Tony.
My guy, I think he's passed away, actually. He's an angel.
Did you wear a beret at his funeral as well?
If you know what I mean.
He used to give Peter the tape. Peter used to come home early on that Monday, and we used to watch it. So
when are you getting Peter on the show? That's what I want to know.
First of all, just stop. He'll act up on here. Like
exactly. Think of the viewers.
No, think of my secondhand embarrassment.
Barry Windham, my guy. Where the fuck's Barry Windham? He's just having a heart attack.
Betty. Is Betty doing better? Oh, speaking of better, well wishes to the king. Not Charles. Jerry.
Well, yeah. Different kind of pedophile. It's a royal family joke in itself. Shout out to Jerry Lawler, who is apparently recovering well after suffering a stroke on Friday. So, I will try to
Against
refrain
this
from.
match, I got a bed waiting for me.
Sorry.
Do you say a bag?
A
Hey.
bed.
I've got a bag waiting for me, like JJ off air.
I've done
Yeah,
that in
so-
my life, mate.
What's with this roadman type gimmick you now? It doesn't suit you, darling.
Such
Please.
Such a thug.
Never
Thug
done it in my
life.
life, mate.
He's the
Mate.
solo Sokoa of this group now. He's such a
Listen,
thug.
The
This is basic
enforcer.
thugonomics.
Okay, guys, let's go. WWE
Watch
St.
dot-
Valentine's Day Massacre.
watch.wwe.com/episode/Saint.Valentines.
No,
Day
you're
dot
fucking it
massacre.
up.
And
Saint
it's the same name.
Valentine's Day Massacre 1999
Boom. What's the minutes? 219.
Wow, you think
219.
JJ? I mean, JJ kicked me out of a job at BetVictor, and you can see why. 219.24,
Press play.
and we will click play in 3, 2, 1.
We were trying to commandeer your job, Jack. It didn't go well.
Boom.
He tried to replace me. Nobody could replace Jack. It's fine.
I mean, this is basically the culmination of the most important
This Royal Rumble bit was brilliant.
rivalry in history.
Vince McMahon wins the Royal Rumble.
That is crazy.
So I'm just going to give it to The Rock.
We should track this.
Shawn
This is such a
Michaels
good
is
video
the
promo.
Shawn Michaels is the commissioner at the time as well. Somehow,
Yes.
Jack, you should track this.
I'm
You
trying
can.
to, darling. My fingers won't work quick enough.
Vince McMahon
The
across
Authority.
everything. I
It's
think
from
that's number one.
2015. Jesus, JJ.
No, but it really was. This was the precursor to the Authority, right? It's like the corporation.
Yeah.
They just rebranded them as the Authority.
What I mean by the authority is like the working man.
Yeah.
The beer drinking, beer swilling, I should say, man versus the authority.
Dusty
what
Rhodes
it
versus
was,
the
right?
Horseman.
Think about it like this, right? I was
But
watching
what
something.
changed the business, right?
Blair versus Dusty.
Like this.
Okay,
The
anyway.
Horseman breaking Dusty's leg in the Omni. But carry on, listen.
Anyway.
Jack loves the 80s. Spoiler alert.
Jack, just move on. Please move on. For all of our sake,
40
move on.
years.
Oh my God, look at all these people that are putting this ring together.
The old school cage.
That cage, this is literally like painful to watch this
The
cage
big blue
because
cage with the painted
at
black.
least it was black this time now,
Yeah.
but anyway.
When you guys
Like-
watch like random ring people
Who's
or whatever,
she?
you're not like, oh my God, who's this person? Who's this person? Do I recognize this person? Is that Christian there with the ponytail? Like, I do that all the time. I'm like, oh my God, I might recognize them.
There's a lot of
Christian,
ponytails.
There's a lot of ponytails, but that was the 90s. No, come on.
Listen, give
Ponytails.
us your point.
Sorry. No, just to build on
Sorry.
what John was saying, like Vince McMahon represents the 3%, right? The executives,
3%?
so like the people that make X amount of money and over.
Now the 1%.
Now no. Well, you know what I'm saying. Like the 3% can relate to the 1% more than they can to the 97%. Let's just be honest here. So I'm trying to make the figure a little bit bigger for him. But Stone Cold represents like almost 99% of the country where it's like you would love to stick it to your boss. So I think that was the beauty in the storyline, right? He's a simple guy.
How over is Austin here, by the way?
I mean, look at him.
I remember that again watching the VHSs back. I remember it was Bob Holly versus Al Snow for the hardcore title, and someone got thrown in the Mississippi River. So I know it's around Mississippi, but I don't know when and where.
Well, can I give you the sad part? The Mississippi River is really long.
Oh.
It goes up from Louisiana all the way up to like Ohio.
So where was this show from?
Google it. Come on. You have the stats there.
I thought you knew.
Let me Google it since I gotta start doing some work around here. I can't just show up.
Right, yeah, poor
Memphis,
Jack's going to
Tennessee.
do everything on this podcast.
It was
I know,
Memphis.
poor Jack.
It was
Memphis.
Memphis,
go.
Tennessee. Oh, fucking
But
hell.
I just wanted to say,
miles
like,
off.
so we talk about like iconic rivalries, right? And iconic storylines. And I think there's one happening right now with the Bloodline.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people say it's the greatest storyline that WWE have ever done or things like that. But I think there's some recency bias there. And I'm not saying it won't be, but I think you have to give it a few years to see what the impact is on the industry before I think you can say something like that. Like, we know the impact that this rivalry had on the industry.
Right.
Like,
Sure, a shitload of money.
Well,
but
people paid to buy this main event.
But beyond that, like we've seen them try to
How jacked
recreate.
is Vinci? Honestly,
We've seen them try to
honestly.
recreate this babyface versus badass babyface versus
authority
the
figure.
authority. What
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Like a million times, right?
Look
And they've
at
never.
Vince.
Yeah.
Are you all right?
I can't believe how. Like this is like literally 6 years after he was on trial for steroids.
Have you learned nothing? This man
He thinks he can do what
in
the
the
fuck
face of everything.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Literally. Sorry, go ahead, John.
Yeah, I mean that was it, right? You have to assess the impact that it has before I think you can assess. And don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on the Bloodline storyline. I think it's amazing. And anyone that watches this knows that I'm more AEW than WWE, but I grew up in WWE, and so yeah, this whole storyline that's going on in general is phenomenal, and I'm loving the way that they're telling the story.
How young is Mike Chioda here, by the way?
Probably 30-some.
Like at least 24 years younger than he is now.
Oh my God.
Well, that's the thing, right? You have to you can enjoy something while it's happening, but as they say, like,
but
you don't really know.
There is a recency bias thing to these.
Yeah.
Look at Vince's titties, man.
Stop.
Look at those pecs.
When you guys watched this first time, did you realize that the bell hadn't rung?
No.
No, of course. But the thing is, like, when you're watching it, we were kids watching this, right? Like, you're watching it from like a kid's perspective versus now, like, we're watching it from an adult perspective. We know so many other little nuances to look for and just like little things that happen that you're not even really like aware of when you're a kid. Like, when you're a kid, who cares you're not even paying attention to what the ref is doing.
There was a match on Dynamite. Was it Moxley Hangman where the bell didn't ring for like a good 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Was it?
Me and Jack bet on match times, right? So I had the
I do very well on that. Rafa doesn't offer odds anymore.
I think not this week because you overexposed him. Jack had too much money on.
I went 3 for 3 with him last week on about 300 quid.
Did you? Rich man.
Wow, I lost
gave it all back this week, don't worry.
Swings and roundabouts.
Ups and downs, buddy.
Absolutely. The king has really lost his voice here.
So this match and this kind of storyline, I guess, reminds me of what Bryan Danielson said to Vince. He was like, right, watch what AEW are doing and tell me what they're doing that's better than us. And Bryan's essential thing was, in AEW, the wrestling informs the storyline. In WWE, the storylines inform the wrestling, right?
Yeah.
And like, this is such a microcosm of this because this wrestling match is nothing, right? There's nothing spectacular. It's not going to get 5 stars off Meltzer.
No.
But it's the storyline that makes it so intense.
It's the theatrics. It's the dragging on of like, the match hasn't even started yet. What the hell are they doing outside, right?
Yeah. They love playing possum.
Yeah, listen to the international viewers. What is playing possum? What does a possum play like?
They play dead.
Why?
Because then you won't kill them if you already think they're dead.
Oh. We don't get possums over here, so it's no.
Oh, that's true. You know what I do see in London a lot, and I'm just shocked at?
Homeless people.
No, we have those here too.
Oh.
The most random foxes.
Foxes.
What? Yes. Are you surprised?
No, foxes are everywhere. We get foxes back home, especially in like Yorkshire. Yeah. It's quite normal. Foxes will come for food and like we'll leave food for them and they eat it and go away.
I'm just saying, like in the middle of the city, you'll see a fox walk by you and it's fine. Interesting.
Have some water.
Who, me? Oh.
These guys are so into it in the crowd.
They're so into it. Wow, we're actually watching a match.
So many Austin shirts as well.
The thing is, back then, do you guys remember? He had a new shirt every friggin' month. You couldn't keep up with it.
He's the hottest guy in the world here. Of course he would.
I'm saying, like, I was always so mad because like I would get a shirt and then by the time I got the shirt, the next shirt was out, so my shirt was old.
Yeah. Vince knows.
I love that Vince is like how old is he? In his mid-50s here?
Vince is about 51, 52.
Early 50s, yeah. Just going.
Same age as what Jericho now.
This is the second Jericho mention in this match. Now, do you want to talk about Jericho?
Drink it in, man. What's he doing, right? He's desperate to cling on to his youth.
He's just come off of his annual Jericho cruise that he goes on. Yes, sir. John?
2 months ago, Jericho was putting on some of the best matches of his career.
Right.
This Starks feud, not doing anything for anyone, is it? So
no.
Like
Whose fault's that?
Like
Anthony?
Why? Just have Starks versus Jericho a month ago when it happened be right. Starks getting some of his heat back after losing to MJF, and then he goes on to bigger and better things. Don't shove him into a 2-month-long feud against the JAS. It's stupid, pointless.
It's so stupid.
It doesn't do anything for anyone. No one wants to see it. Starks doesn't want to do it.
Enough. I'm tired of it.
I enjoy Jericho. You know, he's been entertaining for me for the better part of the last 20 years, right? But this is just shit. There's nothing good happening there.
Nothing.
It really pissed me off when the commentators were like, "Oh my God, who is this fan that's giving Ricky Starks the Judas effect?"
That was ridiculous.
Fuck off. He's supposed to be
right,
the
so
most knowledgeable people there.
Excalibur's like trying to like no-sell like he doesn't know who it is. And I'm thinking,
stop.
It's Judas effect. You can tell who Chris Jericho is without the mask. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's just a bit it's insulting your intelligence as a wrestling fan.
Mm-hmm.
So like, do you guys remember, okay, I'm not saying that they're the same, I'm just using it as an example because it's just like came to me, right? Like when Ted DiBiase stopped wrestling, he had the $1 Million Corporation. And
oh God, yeah, 93, 94.
Yeah.
He had King Kong Bundy in the tanker, didn't he? God.
Yeah, like would you rather see Jericho take on that type of role? Do you guys like him on commentary? Like where do you
I don't like him on commentary.
I like him on commentary. Do you know what? Because he's massively toned it down from the no crowd era. Like he is actually good on commentary now. Jack, I see disagree.
I liked him with Schiavone in the COVID era stuff because he had to fill the void and go a bit.
He's hype as hell.
He was massively over the top.
Yeah.
He was too much in the COVID era.
He was trying to be
he was almost
Ventura.
trying to make up. But so like now he's okay on commentary, but listen, he can still go in the ring. Like he had a 4.75 star match. What, like 2-3 months ago?
That's just one guy's opinion.
Okay.
Doesn't make it true.
No, but
If
it
Meltzer
was
voted his
correct
match
at
for
the
him to be put
time.
a start, yeah, okay.
Mate, at the time, I remember saying in a chat group that I'm in, that was a 4.75 star main event. I can't remember the match now off the top of my head, but like,
Are you ready for the bump?
He still has incredible matches at his age. He can still go.
Yes.
But
can he go? Are you ready for this bump? Are you ready?
This feud is nothing. I'm ready.
Are you ready for the bump?
I'm so ready.
Ooh, it's coming.
He almost breaks his back here.
It's giving Shane McMahon.
Boom. That was actually like the snap was so good.
Yeah.
On the corner. He couldn't have landed any worse.
I love Michael Cole. He made me dead.
Knocked the wind out of him. Look at him. He looks unwell.
And Austin's like, fuck.
He's like, I just killed my boss.
That's the boss. And I was supposed to land him flat on the table, and I've landed him on the corner.
Well,
shit.
It's not just his fault.
It kind of is. Vince McMahon isn't a wrestler, so.
Then.
Oh, man.
Every time you watch it, it gets worse.
It gets worse. It's just
The
that
angles
point.
are just
It's that point of it right on the spine, like, oh.
Is that Jim Ross knocked out?
No, that's the Spanish announce team,
No,
isn't it?
Spanish announce.
No. Hugo Paspinovich or something?
Paspinovich.
Yeah.
Go on, Timmy White.
Oh, Tim. Rest in peace.
But if you're Austin, right, and you're... This isn't, say, the finish, right? What do you do?
You just... Look what he's doing. He's working. He's working. He's walking around the ring, doing his little shit talking.
R1.
We got the stretcher.
That was so Boston. Get the stretcher.
Stretcher. What do you guys call it?
No, I mean stretcher. But
stretcher.
Just the way you said it.
It's just the pronunciation, yeah.
Yeah.
Stretcher. I love the neck brace. Like, they would never do it this way.
Why would you ever put a neck brace on a man who's got his face down?
That's what I'm saying. They would never do it this way.
It would never happen today.
So foolish.
Would never happen in the medical world. Not even today. It's just not a thing.
Not for fear of getting sued. Jesus.
There's little Nate.
No, it isn't.
No, little Nate is still
Little Nate is signed by WCW at this time.
It's a joke.
I literally clipped something up with him last week.
Okay, it's a joke.
Oh.
It's just a hair.
But you normally don't tell jokes when you're not
a man with short, bleach blonde hair.
Yeah.
And he thought it was Charles Robinson.
Oh.
It's all right.
He looks out of it. I don't know if that's good selling or he's out.
Might be both. It might be both.
The boys been waking up in the night just for a cuddle. Like, go sleep.
Is that how you look when he wakes up?
Go sleep.
No, that's how he looks. The bell didn't ring, bitch. You should track this.
Can you?
No, it'll be banned.
Will be barred. Restricted.
She's not wrong.
Bell never rang.
Oh man.
Vince holding on to Hebner's shirt. He's like, don't send me back in there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, in that case, bring him back in. Oh, no. Look at the crowd, man.
Crazy.
They are so into this. Tony Gurria there.
Listen, Tony, one thing about Tony, he was ringside every show.
Running. Tim, Earl, Get
Get
out
out
of
of
here,
here.
you little bitch. He's mine.
Lissy's favourite Ric Flair is from that. Leaving on a
What?
gurney. Just having
Not the
a little
gurney.
cat nap. Woo!
That is actually the funniest. Like just
I think I remember posting that about 2 years ago. You must be going, that is the funniest thing I think I've ever seen.
hilarious.
Leaving on and thing is, Gene sells it so well. Like, we're not leaving on a gurney. I'm just taking a little cat nap.
And who's with him? Miss Elizabeth and woman?
And woman, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a weird time to play. January, February '96 was
He was
wild.
just all over he was all over the place.
Ring that bell, Daddy. But he has the crowd so in the palm of his hand. It's such a skill. There you go. He's got a neck brace on. Austin wallows him already.
No problem. Neck brace, no
Take that
problem.
neck brace off him.
Don't you worry.
JJ, how much wine have we consumed tonight?
Bottle and a half.
Hey,
Spicy.
how much lobster leftovers?
Say again.
And how much lobster leftovers?
None. Still gone.
You ate it all?
All of it.
Listen, he is
Listen.
he's ravenous, okay?
So I've heard. Nicole says something similar.
You guys can't do this to me. Like, it's too much
What?
sometimes. You can't.
Don't your vagina, you're fine.
Jack Milner. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Anyway, where's the tea this week?
What?
Where's the tea? ¿Dónde está el té? I was speaking to somebody who was at the AEW show last night in El Paso. She was brilliant. Everything was just in Spanish, and yet they bleeped nothing. We were like chanting shit at the wrestlers. Obviously in Spanish, all swear words. Nothing was bleeped.
No, of course. I mean, if you know where El Paso is, you know that it's like one
Oh, no,
second.
yes,
Yeah, it's Guerrero country.
Guerrero country, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as someone who lives in a city where like I am
Strong Hispanic.
I am the outlier here because I don't speak Spanish. I know the vibe. Something's happening.
Where's Jack gone?
We've lost him. He's having some technical
Someone's just walked into my house.
Is it Nicole? I hope it's Nicole.
There's the door go. You see the door behind me open and it's not Nicole. Be scared.
I'll call 999 for you.
Thanks. That's not the number in Jib, but thank you. I appreciate the thought.
Wait, what's the number in Jib?
I don't know. 112?
Why don't we know
For the
this?
police in Jib. 199. There you go.
199. So it's the other way around. Love that.
Come in. Come in.
We can't see you, Nicole. Oh, we see you now. Hi, friend.
I don't know what Jack's doing.
Jack, I don't know what he's doing.
Jack's having a nightmare.
Oh, so cute.
I had to call.
cute.
I had to call for some guy got glassed in Ocean Village like last month.
Say again.
I know.
Someone got glassed at Ocean Village last month. Jack just said stuff and just leaves. Like, all I see is a jacket.
Jack is the king of that. Where has he gone off to now? He's
Right, what
returned.
did you say, Jack? Someone got glassed
Someone
in
got
Ocean
glassed
Village.
in Ocean Village.
What does that mean?
And the girl's best
Glass,
friend,
like stabbed with a piece of glass.
some girl got glassed, and
Oh, we usually say like somebody got like bottled, like but that's usually like if someone hits you with a bottle.
and a best friend came after these guys, and I'm having to try and ring to try and get because I can see everything from here.
How are you involved?
What?
How are you involved?
I wasn't, but she's like, the girl's best friend had obviously caught the guy who did it, and she's trying to speak with him. So I thought I'm going to try and call the police. And I think I rang 111. They went, "Hi, but can I help you?" I said, "Yeah, this. Why are you
We
ringing
were just
us?"
talking about this.
111's like
111 is
for
like
like a
the
non-emergency, like for like doctor's appointment. Like, oh shit, what do I ring to? I just want to ring the police. I said, "Look, I don't care. Like, I'm just
Jack,
trying to help this
Jack,
girl.
Jack, literally while you were fiddling around doing whatever it was that you were doing,
I got a Guinness."
John was like, Lissy, I've just heard someone come in. If anyone besides Nicole walks in to the door behind me, you know what to do. And I was like, yeah, I'll ring 999. He's like, that's not the police number here.
It's true. It's
definitely not
difficult, right?
111.
Well, for us, it's 911. Just so you guys
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Here, I think it's 199.
Why don't we know this?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'd have to Google it. I'm drinking a pint of Guinness in a wine glass. It feels quite wrong. On a Six Nations weekend as well. Lissy, do you know what the Six Nations is?
Rugby.
The Native American tribe?
It's a big rugby tournament between England, France, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, and Italy. And
Wow.
everyone wants to beat England because England is hated.
Wow. Rugby, the best sport
England lost to
ever.
Scotland last weekend at Twickenham, which was a fucking big deal.
Embarrassing.
And they were shit.
Jack,
So
who
can
have
I
you got
ask
in the
a
golf this
question?
weekend? I've backed Davis Johnson each way.
What?
He's like 2-3 under, isn't it? After Matt Fitzpatrick, 33s, 10 places. I backed a few. I backed a lot.
So Davis Johnson is like, he's come top 13 his last 3 tournaments in a row. He's not missed a cut his last, I don't even know, a lot.
He should have won 2 weeks ago, and he's a bottle job, so I
There you
wouldn't have
go.
got anywhere near him. See, for
But
me,
top eight for 125 to 1 is a decent bet, right?
no.
All right, fair
Just
enough.
gonna back Matt Fitzpatrick.
What, 14 to 1 did you say?
No, third back 40. 4-0.
4-0.
Yeah. And Antoine Rosner in Singapore. It's a great bet.
Say again.
Antoine Rosner in Singapore, about 14s. Very good bet. He's out early
price?
tomorrow. He should post a low score, and the rest will. Oh my God, that's Paul White.
No more beer.
Where's Paul White these days?
He's doing God knows what backstage.
And Mark Henry, right? It's time for the main event. 250 grand a year. Fucking easy money. Who is this guy? Vince was just dead. And now he's taunting Stone Cold.
Who did you say? Antoine
Rosner. French guy. He won about 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago. It's an awful tournament. Awful.
What price?
I think he's about 14s. I backed him at 16s in running. And then he missed. No way. So well booked that. That is like watching like George do something stupid and fall over and land on his feet. They're going, Austin's going to WrestleMania face The Rock. Well, I think Mankind's still champion here at the time. Lissy, Paul White, I can see like you two, same type of hairstylist. What's going on here?
What? See, now you've done too much. What? Will you stop?
Well, you stop.
It's such a great hairstyle.
A little bit of the humidity's got to the giant here.
Big Paulie.
What are you guys?
I said, like, I wish AEW would do like something cool with their pay-per-view set.
They used to.
Make it look fucking different, man.
Everything.
No lies detected.
Stupid.
Again, this is what I was saying about you, Jojo. There's nothing you could really say to, I think, goad you. And likewise me. Yeah, well, you're fucking bald. Yeah, I am bald. Yeah, well, you're northern. I'm very
There's
northern.
two things that piss me off, and they are racism and sexual abuse. Those are the two things that will really fucking annoy
Consistently,
me.
yes.
Fucking Jay Lethal.
There you go. He's not a racist.
Yeah.
Basically,
Is
if you're a racist or a rapist, I won't like you, surprisingly.
Say that.
Am I good?
As far as I'm aware.
What is happening right now?
I've not had any evidence of the contrary for now.
There you go.
You know what? I just opened Instagram really quick, and
How quick?
Jack, you can't see this because this person has you blocked, but I just want to
On
give a shout
Instagram,
out.
a wrestling historian.
Yeah, I just saw he posted, but I just want to give a shout out to my friend Blake Chadwick, who's now Blake Howard, who got signed by WWE. Blake has been my mentor since I started with CCW. He is amazing on the mic, in the ring, and on commentary. Helped so much backstage, and like just really went out of his way to like help train me. So, Blake, congratulations.
Train you
and
what? What
you're the
bumps are you
best.
taking?
On the mic, stupid.
You didn't need any training, surely.
Come on, stop.
Not genuinely. Like, what training?
No, like just helped me with like just little stuff on like working the crowd, or like, just like understanding like how things work and things like that. Just, little like bits of knowledge that like I probably wouldn't have picked up on so quickly if like I hadn't had an experienced hand to help me.
One second.
Are you okay? Oh, I thought he was unwell.
I think that's the stuff. I think that's it. I think that's the end of the show, to be honest.
Oh, that's it, buddy. That's it.
Right.
That's all she got.
I gotta go to bed.
It's
1
a.m.
1 a.m.
in Jib. It's 1:01.
I thought the girl would be out later, to be honest. So.
Well, maybe not. Maybe you guys will be up later. So anyway, that was the St. Valentine's Day Massacre from 1999. I've been Lissy Almeida. He's been John Jacobs. I don't know where the hell Jack is, but anyway, signing off. Toodaloo.
Peace. Cut. Good night, Lissy.
Good night. Bye, buddy.
Jack's just gonna come back to an empty.
I know. I can't wait.
I'm going to bed. All right.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.